The Higher Education Loans Board has suffered a major blow owing to the current COVID-19 pandemic raging the country, given that most of the students who are actively repaying their loans have now halted the process due to loss of jobs. To date, the HELB program has empowered the dreams of over 1 million needy students and disbursed close to 113 billion shillings. However, due to loss of jobs and income, an amount of 11.34 billion shillings risks being defaulted, making it hard to finance new students who are joining tertiary institutions.
We reduce our average loan to the student from a figure of about 45,000 that we were giving earlier on to a figure of about 37,000, because the loanees who are repaying their loans were not able to repay their loans to the tune of about 800 million last year. And this year we project that we will lose another 1.7 billion in regard to people who have lost their jobs and they cannot be able to finance their loans.
According to the Loans Board, due to the transition of learning to e-learning in universities, needy students need laptops to facilitate their learning, and for this to happen, the HELB Board will require additional funding to support the initiative.
To increase in the student fees that the PS talked about, if that was then to happen, it means that people must be given an opportunity of where they can be able to borrow the money, the increase in fees, and therefore we are saying that HELB will require another 14 billion to be able to allow a student to be able to come and borrow for the increase in terms of school fees.
The BBI report, however, proposes to delete the current Section 15(1)(a) of the Constitution and replace it with a new law which states that a loanee shall be required subject to and in accordance with this Act or any regulations made thereunder not earlier than 4 years from the date of completion of his or her studies or such later period as the board decides to recall its loan. However, the grace period of 4 years is likely to affect other needy students who might end up dropping out of college for lack of funding.
If BBI then goes through as it is currently crafted, we will require interventions coming again from Exchequer to support us in terms of giving money to the student or giving loans to the student. In the first instance, the first proposal, it is estimated that we'll lose about 2 billion shillings, which means about 48,000 students will actually miss the funding.
After Kenya's independence, the government of Kenya continued to finance higher education in form of grants and bursaries granted through HELB until 1974, when loans were added to the staple and disbursed to the Ministry of Education, and later became necessary for the government to establish a national revolving fund with the sole mandate of ensuring provision of competitive financing to all students. Gigi Namagundu, K24 Evening Edition.